Hi there. Welcome back to a tag and follow in first person on City Skylines HeightMapped 25 Tile Intermediate Series. This is 46A. I'm just doing this for the fun of it, taking a break. So we're going to follow. This lady has just come in from out of town. She lives in town at the Hillside residence, and she's going home in her little station wagon. Have no idea where it is. Rather than click on the Hillside residence, I thought I'd just ride along with her and find out where she is. So, oh, I guess I have to let her get inside the city first. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do first person on this little girl. So basically, you're in the driver's seat on this picture here, and we're just going to follow Brittany and see where she goes. And I've got it on as slow as I can get it on this mod. I really wish it would go a little slower so that we could see things a little bit easier without having them whip by when you're in a vehicle, but this is how we'll start out. And when Brittany gets where she's going, maybe we'll grab her as she comes back out of her house, or maybe we'll just pop onto some other person and do a person follow, or maybe if she's near a park, we'll see if we can't grab us a person who's following their dog. That would be fun. Maybe we'll click on a dog and see what happens. I don't know if I can do first person on a dog, but I'll try. I'm actually up into, this is actually the game as it looks in episode 55, because that's how far I've gotten already. I just haven't gotten them all uploaded yet. So you may see some things in here that you don't see in episode 47 on up to 54, and that would be why, because I haven't made them yet in the actual put the city together parts, but this is what it looks like now. Where are we at here? I wish I was allowed to put road signs in, you know, on the freeway that say going to Portside or going to the industrial area on the exits, exit coming up for, you know, like that. Hi. Sorry, I just popped you forward a little bit. Didn't mean to. I hit the pause button for a minute and forgot to hit the other pause button on the keyboard. I mean on the screen. Well, it looks like we're coming up to, oh, okay, well, she's headed towards, she could be going to the plateau, or she could be going to Portside at this point. We're passing the industrial buildings on the industrial plant on the left, and the recycling, and oh goodness, what happened here? How do we wind up in this truck? I'm not sure I care for that. Oh, I see. If she's following a truck that doesn't have a back on it, you just go right on in. That's weird. Okay, if it has a back on it, then we don't do that. Well, as you can see, the garbage trucks coming from the incineration plants are all over on the right-hand side on their little road. And for some reason we got off. Oh, I see why she got off. She didn't want to turn into the incineration plant. Whoa! Okay, we're turning in where the incineration plants are. And I guess we're going to go off to the left, maybe? Yeah. Okay. So we're just getting out of the heavy traffic there, I guess. and taking a shortcut. Oh no. Okay. Well, now we know she lives on the plateau because she just took the back way in. Interesting. And again, we see things floating on top of the tunnel because that's really the ground level of the land above the tunnel. And here comes the opening. Whoa! Long tunnels look like that in case I haven't told you that before. I think I did, but just in case I didn't. And we're headed up into the back residential area. She might go into the lower plateau there. That would be the first place she'd be headed home to. You know, next to on the plateau where the businesses are and the stores, there's also a lot of residential area. So that might be where she's headed. We're on plateau number 1 right now, the business plateau, but you can see apartment buildings off on the right. That's where she's headed. She lives over here somewhere next to the stores. Whether she lives in an apartment or a house, we won't know till she gets there. And then we'll try to pick somebody who's going someplace besides to a store, maybe to work in some other area, and see if they get on the if they get in a car, or if maybe they get on the metro. You know, we might be able to follow somebody on the metro, though I haven't tried that in first person, and I have a feeling we might just lose them when they go down into the metro tunnel. But we could try and find somebody who's headed to work and see if they go that way. But right now we just want to know where Brittany lives. And there are some houses and apartments here. She might be going to one of these. And she's... Okay, I think this was her here. That's not Brittany. There she is. Okay, that's Brittany, and we are now Brittany, and I guess she lives here, so we'll lose her again when she goes in the house, but it'll be fun to just take a look at that. Okay, and going. She's following somebody else in. She must have been, you know, in the car with him, and now she's in the house. And she doesn't appear to be coming out, so if I hit the escape button, I finally figured out how to disconnect from these guys in Tag and Follow in first person. You just hit your escape key and you're loose. I felt like a fish on a hook the first couple of times I tried to do this. Okay, let's see if anybody's going to work. This little old lady's going to the general store. That's not where we want to go. This fellow's going to a neighborhood shop. Nope. Worker at crematorium going home. Little old man going to a drugstore. Well, we're not having a lot of luck, are we? Boy, there aren't a lot of people out here, are there? And this one is going home, going home, going home. I'm just clicking on these little people as we go here. I'm looking for somebody going to work. Going home, going home. Commercial center. See, the commercial center's on this plateau, so they just walk down the street and go in a store. And I think you've seen enough of this plateau already. So, Multimedia Center. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold while I shop around and find somebody who's going someplace other than this plateau, and we'll follow them, see if they get in a car or not. Putting you on hold. Okay. All right, I finally found somebody who has a puppy, and the puppy just ran off from him over there, so I'm going to tag him. That's a little old man. Follow him and become first person with him. Now he's following his dog, and I think his dog is right there. So, yeah, see, his dog just took off running, and he's following the puppy. Now, he may not do anything but sit here for a while. Hopefully he'll stand. Oh, cool. It looks like somebody made a Peter Pan plaque on the bench. I never saw that before because nobody ever stepped in front of it and looked. But doesn't it look like the little girl who chased after Peter Pan in her nightie? And she's out, you know, I'm not sure where she is, but this looks like she's flying. Okay, so he's walking. I'm assuming his puppy is with him, and somebody else's dog is over here now. And that's not his dog. His dog is with him. But that dog belongs to somebody else, apparently. Well, unless his dog ran off. Maybe that is his dog. It's the right color to be his dog. And, well, okay, following people that are following a dog in the park might be boring. We'll see. It is a nice park, and I like seeing it from down at ground level. That's different. You got to remember, we're following a little old retired fella. He's unemployed, educated senior Albert White, and he's probably got nothing else to do all day but play in the park with his dog and just sit there and stare at things. And apparently that's what he's going to do. There goes his puppy. Oh, and now that's him. He's going to sit down for a while. And his puppy's going to sit there and try to get him to play. And at least we get to see a different view of the park. Although this could be pretty boring if folks don't do any more moving around than this. Maybe the pup will get tired in a minute here and run off. And he'll have to follow it. Oh, there goes a lady. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of bored with this, so I think I will disconnect from Albert and see if I can't find somebody else to play with and follow. Like maybe that lady who just, oh no, she's going to sit down. Let's leave the park and find someone else to play with. Oh, of course, now he gets up and moves. Okay, but he's just going back and forth here, so we've already done our thing with him. Okay, I gotta disconnect from him somehow. There we go. Okay, well, let's go over here and see if we can find somebody to tag and follow. I'm desperate enough now that I'll even grab somebody who's just walking in that direction. She's going to the Quiet Corner store. Okay, fine. I give up. We'll just follow her. I was hoping to find somebody who was, you know, going to work and maybe going to get on the metro, but I guess we'll settle for walking through town and going to the stores. Okay. Well, that was the end of Brittany. She went into... Where did she go? Oh, okay. She is in this store right here, apparently. And we could wait for her to come out, but that would be boring. So... Okay. Okay, let's just see where the metro is. I think I put it on this back line, I think. It was out in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, we'll just tag somebody who's getting on the metro. Maybe that's the better thing to do. Because... Okay. Going home from the drugstore, there's a shot here at maybe Tony Roberts is going to be this little fella down here. That guy. We'll see if maybe... Okay. He's headed into the metro, which is right here. Now, we may lose him as soon as he goes in there, because I've not tried this before. I don't know what happens when they go into the metro. I don't know if I get to stay with them or if... Okay, here he goes, down the tubes. Okay. Okay, we are actually in the metro, because that's ground level up there. And these things that you see are bushes and trees above the ground. And this is the okay. Oh, okay. So we don't get to see the inside of the metro, but we are following Tony as he goes wherever he's going. And he's getting, okay, he got off in the metro. Okay, and there he is coming out of the metro. There we go. Okay, so he just took the metro, and that's how you see people in first person on the metro. You can watch them going in, you can see them down below, and then you have to wait for them to come back out, and then click on them again on that little camera. So he's headed home, it says. So, and there he goes. We lost him. Well, that was a quick trip. Okay. Where's this person going? Going to work. Yay! Okay. Rosemary Jones. We are now Rosemary Jones, who is a worker at a neighborhood shop. And this is the upper plateau where there are no shops that I know of. Well, there's a couple. But, so she might be walking to the one neighborhood shopping center that's up here to go to work. Yeah, there's some shops up there. So she's passing by that huge open area that we haven't done yet, and the metro. Maybe she'll go into the metro. Oops, I better click on her quick or we'll lose her. Okay, she's now down in the metro. And I just clicked on her while she was in the metro. I thought maybe that way we can see what's going on. But apparently, no. Because it was moved. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So we get to see her at the metro where she was standing, and at the new metro where she comes out, if we re-click the camera. But we don't get to see her actually traveling on the train underground. We don't get to see the ground going past us up above us as the train moves. We just get to see what she sees in the metro. Okay. Well, this is a different outlook. Okay. So she actually got on the, she's back down on the lower plateau now, took the metro from the upper plateau up, well, can't see it now, but the upper plateau way up there, that one up there, see, that's where she was, and now she's taken the metro to the lower plateau where all the stores are, which is where we started in the first place when we jumped on with the other guy who went home. So there she is. She went to her neighborhood shop to go to work. Okay. Okay. Wonder if I can find a bird. You know, I think I'm just going to do a flyover on my own. Just a little quick flyover on my own. I'm a bird. Yay. We'll go out as far as I can. Oh, we could follow one of these guys. You know, the last time I did one of these things, I didn't have time and I didn't do a train, but I think I'm going to do a train this time. I think I'm going to click on this front one since that seems to be, well, we'll do this one. Because apparently that's where it puts you, is in that spot on the, if that's the cargo area that you click on, that's where you wind up. So we're going to follow that, and it is going to go out of town. Oh no, we're not. We're following it from the actual engine, which is backwards. Okay, and we're outside of town now. We're going out into like Langolier Land, if you've ever watched that old show. And of course, we're disappearing because we're going off the map. I love to do this because I think it's neat. We're literally going off the map here, and pretty soon we'll be at the ocean's edge. Okay, we're at the last stop before the ocean, and then we come back to the train station, which is where I want to be because I want to catch the next train that's going out this way. There's got to be one eventually going out this way. Meantime, we can watch all of these vehicles. Yeah, I think if one comes in this way, it goes back out that direction. Although if that one starts to go back out that direction, I will definitely grab it. I'm beginning to think none of them ever do, but I saw one leave that way once. Bingo! Okay, now we're going to follow the train out the other direction. Okay, we are now the conductor on the train. And we're headed out of the city. In about 2 seconds here, we're going to be going, there's the boundary. Okay, we're now outside of the city where we would not otherwise be able to go unless we went in first person on a vehicle. There goes another train going back the other way. Trains are a lot faster than cars. I followed a car once, and, oh, Langolier Land already. Yep, we're going into the edge of the map and the edge of our existence, and we're disappearing as we go. Wow. Just disappearing as we go. Leaving the map, and then of course we'll bounce back. As the train leaves the map at its last station, yep, then we're back at the train station. And we're already at 23 minutes, so I'm going to try and find a motorcyclist. Well, I won't find him there because these are all cargo things. I want to find somebody on a motorcycle who's headed out of town. Because last time I tried to follow somebody out of town, oh, I think I found one. He's so tiny, I almost didn't see him. There he is. Okay. Okay. Tyler Peters is driving out of the city. He's not from another city apparently, but he is leaving the city, so on his scooter. So we're going to follow Tyler and get Tyler's view of leaving the city now on a motorcycle. This ought to be cute. I was in a car once following a fellow who was on a motorcycle, and I kind of wondered when I was doing that what it would be like to be on the motorcycle. Yeah, they're slower. There goes our city limits. went zipping past us. We're now out in what I call Langolier Land. If you ever watched the Twilight Zone show about the Langoliers who devoured the edges of the world and people kept running away from it, well, we're headed into the edge of the world, so that's why I call it Langolier Land. And here we go. We're starting to disappear. Everything is getting faded out. Yep. I thought he might go faster than the other vehicles or something, but he doesn't. Wow. You can still see the clouds and the hillsides and the light posts and the railroad up on the right, but that's pretty much it. Oh, can't even see that now. Tyler's disappearing. There he goes. Okay, we're back where we started. And I'm at 26 minutes, and you're probably sick of doing first person by now. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this right now, following 46, which I just finished uploading, or possibly 45. Whichever one I just uploaded, this is going to be the follow for it. So I'm going to upload this now, and you guys can watch it. And then we'll go back to creating the city. Okay, that's it for now. See you in the next episode. Bye.